What's going on, Maschine Masters? This is MG the Future with another exclusive tutorial. Today I'll be reviewing the new Kid Cudi album, Passion, Pain, and Demon Slayin. Today I'm going to overview the track and the chords that belong to By Design, as produced by Pharrell, and I'm featuring Andre 3 Stacks. Pretty cool track. It's playing in the background right now. I had to alter pitch a little bit because YouTube's been tripping. But I'm going to break this track down, show you guys some chords. It's also going to tie into a technique with Ableton on how to use the scale and chord modifier, which is pretty cool, which is probably what this video is really about. But it's always cool to have a current song and theme to kind of map it around. So first things first, let's get to the actual track itself. And check this meme out. Hilarious. There's a lot of in this album, bro. He killed it. Kid Cudi did a great job. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it explains all of Kanye West's rants about him during that concert. He was telling the truth. But anyway, let me play my version of it real quick. It's going to sound a little different because I'm using different sounds. I don't have the keyboard that's being used. It sounds like a virus, an Access virus keyboard or synth patch, like a hybrid electric piano with this tail end on it. And Pharrell's chords are layered twice. So where I'm using 5 and 6 keys, I think he's using 9. So there's another high register, but they have it filtered off at 3K. So I just said forget that. I'm going to use hybrid, which is seen here. It used to come with Pro Tools, but you could buy it separately. And I also, instead of using a sitar, is what he's using on the bridge part, I'm using a Nippon bell. Synthetic sounds. I got the same sub bass though. Let's go ahead and play it. Alright, so this is what's going on. Drums real simple pattern. It's way more groovier. If you've ever seen Pharrell create Midnight Hour, it's an old YouTube studio video he did. He plays his drums live on the keyboard. But these are just a straight pattern. Let me see if I can solo that. The only thing that's tricky about this drum pattern, if you listen to it in headphones on the original song, there's like this reggaeton type of vibe to it. It reminds you of Timberland a little bit, where there's an extra kick, and this is this layer right here. You hear it in a lot of R&B songs. And for the most part, he's probably still using the Korg Triton Extreme percussion kits from the sounds of it. He does another song on the album that has a lot of the percussion from the Korg Triton Extreme. So I try to find those from the Korg and the Yamaha Motif keyboard. That's what these are. And then the sub bass, just from the Anomaly 808s that are available in the Maschine Masters shop. Real simple. He's following the bottom of the chords. Let me see if I can zero in there as well. And you'll notice here on the second set of chords, he's alternating the octave. So one's registered in F3 and the next one F4. But this is not actually the key. I'm going to show you the key in a minute. What he's doing on the chords is he's in the key of A minor, and he's using a 1-4-5 progression, which are all minor keys. So I believe it's A, D, and E minor. So he's playing something like this. But like I said earlier, he's stacking up his chords, so it's like, it might even be higher than mine. He might be like... And as I was showing you guys in previous videos on music theory, when you're using the circle of fifths, let's see if I can pick it back up. Here we go. 1, 4, and 5. They're the same pie slice in the blue region, meaning they're all the same key type, which is minor. And he's going 1, 4, 1, 5. And that's a very common progression, a very safe progression. A more popular progression will probably be more like 1, 3, which goes to the relative major 4, 5. But he's just doing 1, 4, 1, 5. And he's always returning to 1 because if you look at it, they're touching each other. A to D, back to A to E, back to A. It's very safe progression. And it's very unusual for Pharrell because usually he'll do something like or mess it all up. But today's on this particular project, he's been very conservative. So that's pretty cool a little refreshing and surprising to see Pharrell bring out a different trick out of the bag. But as far as doing this a simpler way, this is Expand. I'm just using a grand piano. I'm going to show you guys how to use the scale and chord modifier to help you if you're not playing A minor or if you're finding the keys and chords to other scales and songs that you're not familiar with. Ableton makes this very easy. So first things first, scale. I know my target song that I'm replaying is going to be minor. So I'm going to drag a C minor modifier. What that means is no matter what key you press on your keyboard, it's going to stick into C minor. So right now I'm hitting C. You'll see the key there. If I hit D, it's there. D sharp is there. So if I hit something out of it like E, it fixes it, makes it the same key, no matter what I'm pushing. So this is D sharp and this is E. But because E is not in C minor, it fixes it to D sharp. I hope that's pretty self-explanatory. But the reason why I use this tool is so I know C is 1, but I want to make this A minor because that's what the song is in. So now it's A minor, and now if I hit C, it's way up here. Now these two keys are in C minor, which I'm used to playing, and that's my home key, but my two keys aren't registered. So what I can do is I can lift this one and make it parallel with another key that is in this scale. So on and so forth. But instead of doing it like that, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use a pitch modifier. I'm going to hit my root key, which is C. And it's the third key in this scale going diagonal from left to right. So I'm hitting C, and it's registering as the third key with an A minor because I changed the bass to A. What I want to do is make it 1. So that should be A because it's the first key. So it's impossible to mess up. And then from here, I know this is 1, 4, and 5. And then what you can do when you're playing this song is you can use a chord modifier. So what I'm going to do is a major chord because it's going to fix the keys no matter what. So it's using the degrees of 1, step 1, which is what you're pushing, plus 4, plus 7. And since this is going to be 4 C minor or A minor, it's going to filter through it. So now all I got to do is look at the numbers and count the number of the keys in my scale. So there's 7 keys per scale. I'm going to hit 1, 4, and 5. The first chord, the fourth, and the fifth. And now all you got to do is figure out the rhythm in the song. And in this song, it's a run right here. And And that's pretty much it. You can get away with a lot of stuff. You can add arpeggiator to it after that. It's real cool. It's real fun. And that's just one of the strengths of Ableton. And this is similar to what the Maschine keyboard controller does with the keys that light up. What they do is they map to a scale and the keys light up that belong to that scale. So you learn how to play appropriately that way. But with other people who have a comfortable home on the keys, you can't modify that. You have to play in the keys that it gives you, or you're stuck to all white keys, which is common in a lot of apps that try to do this. Ableton allows you to change any key on the fly, so you're not locked into it. All you have to make sure is that the keys going diagonal from left to right are the 7 keys in the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anything else you could put anywhere else, running parallel with an existing key. So you can make it comfortable to the way that you play or the chords that you already know. So you don't have to learn all 12 of the chords within one scale. You can just learn all the chords in a minor and still be able to play major, basically. So that's pretty cool. I've always used it. It's one of the reasons I picked up Live. There's another app called Katanya that does it. And if any of you guys ever used a Korg M3, I believe does it. And the old Korg Karma definitely did it. Shout out to Soul Eternity. And the Yamaha has an arpeggiator that's really powerful and similar, which will make those workstations irreplaceable. The actual chords I ended up playing with look like this because I had to layer them up. And basically I'm just layering up the octave. So the bass note, I have 2 octaves layered up. And then I have the G note up at top and in the middle. So it's almost like playing the chord twice in each octave. It's fun, man. But yeah, other than that, he does something tricky. He doesn't change the key of it like you normally expect Pharrell to do, but he changes the bass, which kind of does this cool thing. It's still following the main root notes of each chord, but he's doing a melody with it that's similar to the sitar sound that he's using. They're moving in the same direction, almost like how you would do if you're composing orchestra or symphony. Instead of the chords clashing or intersecting with each other, they're flowing in the same, they're hitting the same notes at the same time when they do intersect. And that's the main 2 parts of that song. Other than that, it's all drums and Pharrell's crazy syncopation and rhythm from playing live on the keyboard. And then Kid Cudi hitting us with the mm-hmm. And that's a hit, man. That's going to be a hit. If they do a music video to this one, it's going to be a hit. And the other one that he did with Willow is going to be a pretty big song too. But I'm going to play this one more time. Let it ride out. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. It's real simple, real light. I just figure I want to go over that chord and scale technique because so many people still leave comments about music theory. And like I said, I learned patterns by numbers, man. Keys by numbers. As long as I know what the 1, 4, and 5 in the scale is, I can make any scale bend to my will and get off with it. The only walls you might encounter is in music that changes scale, or when you're doing bridges or exotic music. Gets a little tricky, but hey, there's so many producers out here today that don't play half of those scales, and they're making hit records. So don't let any excuses hold you back. If you have Ableton Live, you have everything you'd ever need. And I'm be more than happy to help you guys through that journey. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about Ableton Live or Maschine, let us know. I'll try to tie these themes into future videos. If you like this video, please like it, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more coming for the rest of this holiday month, of course. And I thank you guys for tuning in and supporting us. Again, it's MG the Future with Maschine Masters. Until next time.